And we go back to where we found the first key. Where we had to walk slowly across the planks. Not actually sure if there's anything worthwhile down here. Let's have a look. Ah, no, that's just that. Okay, never mind. Alright, I think this should be the last one we have to fight. Just gotta get further up. Up, 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 up. And we gotta jump onto this gong. And we switch from encounter none to mud. Everybody's at full health? Yes. Awesome. Oh, and we wanted to junction our elemental defenses. Hang on. We're gonna junction Blitzaga and Thundaga. And Renoa's just gonna have to live with what she has. GG's. Hello, Tiamat. You reskinned Bahamut knockoff. Let's go. Also, a second dragon for my guardian. There we go. Can we draw anything nice from her? Flare. Oh, he can actually draw a flare. Okay, magic meltdown. Let's go. One flare? Are you kidding me? I was gonna say that model looks familiar. Yeah. It's a reskin Bahamut. Also, I was going to draw a flare. Okay, he was just lacking one flare. That's fine. Okay. He or she, I honestly don't know, is counting down to Dark Mega Flare. And that does an insane amount of damage. So let's try to get her dead before she gets there. Because I really don't want her to go to Mega Flare. Usually she and Media the Tiamat appears in, yeah. Dark Flare, here we go. That's gonna do an insane amount of damage. If I'm not mistaken. Yikes. Yeah, that was not good. That was not fun. Let's see if we can finish the fight before she uses that again. Yeah. Also, if we didn't get Eden from Ultima Weapon, we could have drawn him or her from Tiamat. Alright. Status guard. There we go. Remove this seal. Thank you. Which GFs does Squall have? Shiva, Diabolos, and Cactor. I think Cactuar has a bunch of stuff that we don't need, right? Yeah, yes, expend 2 to 1, we don't need that. Or auto potion, we don't need auto potion. We can make him forget that. Okay. Amnesia Greens. Cactuar. Please unlearn that. And learn Status Guard instead. Alright, you can get confused. Silence. Berserk. Sleep. Now I think there should be a save point up here, because we are basically at the final battle now. If I'm not mistaken. Don't draw this. Oh, I forgot to switch back to Encounter None. And I don't want to fight with these guys. The reason why I don't want to get into a fight with these guys, by the way, is because I need them to stay at the level that they currently are. And I'm going to get to why in a second. I just want to see if there's a save point up here. Oh god, even further up. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're going back downstairs. We're going to save outside the castle. Let's do that. Because we are going to need further down. We are going to need to go further down. The reason why we don't want to level up is because we are going to fight Omega Weapon with this party. Omega Weapon is the toughest enemy in the entire game. And his first attack is always level 5 death. Now, which means that basically anyone whose level is divisible by 5 is instantly dead. Now, with Squall and Cell, this is not a problem. We could just junction death to their defense, to their status defense. With Rinoa, we cannot do that because she has a very specific magic setup, and we cannot give her death unless we want to ruin that setup. So we need to keep her level in particular not divisible by 5. So I really don't want to get into any battles here. We're also gonna have to switch around our HP a little bit and our items. This is where we're gonna fight Omega Weapon, this purple cloud here, that's gonna be him. Let's actually save outside first. And then we can do the setup here. interesting ability. Yeah. And seal has been temporarily broken. Yeah, there was no seal anymore anyways. We had everything unlocked, but thanks. Thunder magic. Let's see if we have anything else left that we need to... Thundara arrow, no. If we have anything else that we need to convert. Blizzagas, Northwind, no. We're not gonna need those flare stones for anything else, so we might as well. We're not gonna convert the Phoenix Finion. Firaga. Okay. Holy. Might as well. We're not gonna need it for anything else. This is for all the cookies. We literally just have to fight Omega Weapon in the final boss and then we're done. We don't need hastes. We don't need triples. Quake junctions very nicely. I guess we could give Demi to the guys who actually don't have anything better to junction. Break silence. Berserk. No, this is good. I don't really need Esuna. Wait. How do you not have complete shell? Oops. Esuna. Spell, drain. Forbidden magic. Meteor. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, I think we're pretty much done. The highest one we have is HP 40. If I junction him to defense, it doesn't help, okay. Then auto attack, let's go, magic. Gonna unjunction this. I'm gonna junction confuse and we're gonna junction berserk. Actually, we're gonna junction blind to the attack, because that might actually still be useful for a later battle. Blind. We might be able to get him to 9... Yeah, we can get him to 9,999 HP if we junction HP 80%. Okay, good to know. She doesn't have any HP junction, so we're gonna have to live with that. We're gonna have to use a hero item on her. Because she absolutely cannot die for this next battle. We need her to live. Okay, you can remove this. Do you have blind, Bunny? I'm sure we can refine some of that. Status magic refinement. Let's go. Gotta have a blind somewhere. Break blind. There we go. Let's remove this. And let's junction... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's fine. Confuse. And Berserk, please. Saga. She has the shittiest magic setup in the entire gang. So for her it doesn't really matter. No, it's not worth it. Okay. Right. Let's cure everybody. Quistis, instead of Mark, we're gonna junction to you. Strength plus 60. She has auto haste, so she doesn't need to be faster. Initiative is gonna be relatively useless. We're gonna junction Eva times 30 and luck times 50, or luck plus 50%. He has all the speed stats. Okay, cool. I think we should be set up. We just need to switch some items around. Rearrange. We're gonna switch out the potion for hero. Makes a character invincible. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that very, very soon. Not even for the final boss, but for the almost final boss. Oh, and I see we have some left that we can use for Quistis. Unless she already knows all of that. No, she did not yet know homing laser. Good to know. Let's save. Because we are about to get into a battle with Omega Weapon, the strongest enemy in the entire game. And we're gonna need a very specific setup for this. We're going to use Renoa's Angel Wing to flatten him. But first we need everybody else to live. Alright. Squall and Gang. You guys need to... No, not this way. Right. I think you guys need to go through the garden. Through the gallery and then... No, wait. Through the gallery leads back to the dungeon. We don't need that. We were already going the right way, I think. I get confused just because this place is huge. We need to get these guys to the fountain area, so they can be as close to the chapel as possible. Also, I just forgot, I'm going to need a... rearrange. I'm gonna need a aura stone over here. We should still have some of those. Right? Yeah, there we go. Hero and an aura stone, okay. Alright. Switch to the other party. Do I still have Death Junction to these guys? I don't. Okay, well that works as well. It's fine. Now, the reason we wanted halfway decent junctions for everybody is because in the final battle, Ultimisha is gonna pick our party at random. So you don't want anyone to be super weak. What we're gonna have to do now is, we're gonna have to ring this gong, pull this rope here, and then we're gonna have to switch party and get to Omega Weapon before the gong has stopped ringing. Which is in and of itself fairly easy. The problem is we're then gonna start a fight with Omega Weapon. He's going to use his first turn to cast level 5 Death on everybody, which is not going to be a problem because none of us have a level divisible by 5. We are gonna use that turn to put a hero item on Renoa so she can't be killed, put an aura stone on Renoa so she can immediately go into a limit break, and then we are going to have to, then we're gonna basically have to keep Renoa alive while she does her limit break. Omega Weapon always goes through the same level of attack patterns. He starts with Meteor, then he does Medigo Flame, which does 9,998 damage to everybody. So if Renoa is not invincible, she's going to die. Then he goes with Gravicha, Terra Break, Ultima, and Light Pillar. Light Pillar is definitely going to kill somebody if we don't kill him first. Now we're going to give Squall, instead of Encounter None, we're going to give him HP 80. If you do not have... Oh. If you do not have Renoa set up to actually be a Angel Wing badass, you're gonna have to use limit breaks, mega elixirs, and a whole lot of revive items in order to get through this.